Alright, cool. So, a resurgence, a beautiful resurgence. Music to my ears that I'm hearing. Black men don't cheat. And of course, you know, some of you that have experienced pain before from a black man, from a black king, you might have something to say to that. Well, first you gotta understand that to me, black men don't cheat is somewhat of a call to action, an SOS, and just a call out to all men to say, hey, let's get our act together. You know what I mean? You can't disagree with that. Yeah, you may have had some bad experiences, but for that to be said and for that to be promoted, understand that that puts us on the right path to now it being a widespread thing amongst the mentality of more black kings, more black men, as opposed to what you see now that's being promoted. So be accepting and be forgiving. I understand, but guess what? The bitter truth of it is, some black women have hurt some black men as well. You know, but it's okay. Forgiveness on both ends of the playing field is going to allow us to push forward and build the relationship that we actually need to have between black men, black women. So, again, black men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat. It's a beautiful thing. I love to hear that shouted across the world, the nation, because it's a calling card for the men that actually stand strong, faithful, and believe in something, relationship wise. I mean, it's a proud thing to us, you know, and it ain't that serious, you know, but it's a good vibe. It's a good vibe. It's a positive vibe that we should all be proud of, and we should all be shouting, black men don't cheat. Because you might be thinking of it as black men don't cheat, but I'm thinking of it as black men don't cheat. You understand what I'm saying? But it can be used in both ways, right? Saying black men don't cheat to me is creating for it to be cool to be loyal, for it to be cool to be faithful, for it to be uncool to be a cheater, for it to be uncool to lie to your family or lie to your wife, things like that. That's what it means to me. Now you got to think to yourself, what does it mean to you? If you're a woman watching this, then you may say, hey, black men don't cheat. What do you mean? I've been cheated on by a black man before. Okay, so then understand this. Take it in as black men calling other black men out, or black men making a call to action saying, hey, that's not cool to cheat. We getting on this now. We getting on this faithful stuff. We getting on this loyalty. We getting on this provide and protect. No matter which way you look at it, it's a beautiful thing, because it's positivity moving forward with that. So understand that it benefits you. Now, we got the positive stuff out the way. So check this out. Of course, there's a lot of women that may not like that statement, that may have something to say to that statement. And my question is, why? Why? Because your experience was bad? Because you just so happen to have a bad guy? Just because the guy you had made a mistake? So that means that we all bad? Oh, but no, you're not saying that. So then let's just take a step forward in a positive direction. Forgive, but don't forget. It's all right. And for the bitter women, for the bitter women that can't seem to let go, can't do nothing with you, can't do nothing without you, man. It is what it is, but I love you. I love you. Like some home cooked food. But I learned to love you from over there. Because if I showed you love up close, you treat me like trash. So, in order to protect myself, I learned to love you from over there. Black men don't cheat. Loyalty, faithfulness is the way to go. Provide, protect. Do you understand that a lot of women nowadays don't even know the feeling of a black man just taking care of the household and her not having to do that? A lot of them don't know that feeling. Oh, and for the feminists out there, I am not saying that, oh, she needs to be a housewife. No, because any real provider and protector knows that you do that, you provide, protect, you be the sole provider for the simple fact of taking the weight off of her. Whatever she chooses to do after that is completely up to her. It doesn't matter whether she wants to go work a full-time job, part-time job, whether she wants to go to school, go to take up a hobby. It does not matter. That is not in our realm of thinking. Now, you may be more familiar with the contact of enforcers. What's an enforcer, you might ask? I'll tell you, I'm glad you asked. An enforcer is the guys that you come across that will tell you that they love to provide and protect, that they're dominant males, that they're overprotective or whatever. But all it boils down to is they just want to have the main say-so over what you do, what you wear, and where you go, what's going on with your life. They want to be a pilot for your life. And that is not what a man is about, a real one. A man goes to work, comes home, takes care of his family, makes sure his kids get good guidance, and everything that surrounds that is the woman. Don't take this as woman being less. No, because if you break it down, the woman is the most. It gets no more godlike, it gets no more royal, it gets no more beautiful than a woman. You are art. You understand? You are art. So treat yourself like that. Black men don't cheat. Sounds good coming out of my mouth. Understand that right now we are in a time where a lot of women want so much of what men have, and you should have more than that. But you want so much of what men have, you forget who you are. You forget that you are a woman. You are Mother Nature. You are everything. So while chasing what men have, you forget what you have as a woman. And this is not all. There are some smart women out there that understand these things. I'm not saying all women. All of anything could not be one thing, so let's get that out the way. We don't speak on all. Okay? So, back to men. It is not cool to cheat. If you have a woman that does for you, if you have a family that does for you and loves you and just wants to see you home and just wants to make you happy and actually makes the effort to do so, you shouldn't be nowhere else but at home or making money. It's just what it is, man. That's just what it is, okay? If you are out here entertaining other women, you a sucker to me. You's a sucker to me. Because here you have a woman in your home that loves the hell out of you, that is willing to go to the end of the earth and back, bail you out of jail, do whatever it takes to keep that bond strong, and you out here entertaining something that probably don't even remember your name. How that sound, man? And the crazy part about it is that every time a man get caught, it's always the same thing. You regret it after you get caught. Look, man, stop burning your hand on the stove and understand. Just be faithful. Just be faithful. That's all you gotta do. Stop trying to have your cake and eat it too, because life ain't meant to be perfect. And it wouldn't even be perfect if you had all the women that you imagine yourself having, because now you just got to deal with more emotional, more emotions, more personalities, more time spent, more everything divided apart. Why are you creating a mess for yourself? Black men don't cheat. Stop calling yourselves men if you out here cheating. I said it. Don't call yourself a provider and protector and you know you too insecure to be one. You know all you want to do is have a say-so over that woman. Black men don't cheat. If you are a king, you act like one. You hold yourself accountable and you live up to that standard. By no means do you sacrifice something godlike for something hoe-like. You understand? Don't do that. Because at the end of the day, are you a sucker or are you a man? Men don't cheat. Now, there's different ways to look at it, right? For the women out here that still believe in black men, that still want a black man, oh sister, he coming. Don't worry about it. He on the way. God is just molding him for you specifically. And he is trying to make sure he gets every little detail right. So that way when that man comes to you, you feel like the you know what I'm saying? Knight in shining armor. That's what we supposed to be. We built like this for a reason. I fight your wars. I fight your battles. And when I get home, just patch up my wounds for me. I bring home the food. You can too. That does not exclude you. But the question is, should you have to? Should you? If men would have never dropped the ball, whatever time you want to say, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, whenever, if men would have never dropped the ball, would women have to work as hard as they do today? The answer is no. But because women are so godlike and they're so great, women is the closest thing to perfection. And men are the closest things, the farthest thing from perfection. As a man, you are just a civil servant to your family. That's it, man. Provide, protect, that's all you can do. I'll even give you guidance on that. You got 3 things. A woman is everything that surrounds that. She is life. She is Mother Nature. She is everything. She is the air, the everything, the food, everything. Think about it. Okay? So if you have a blessing, if you have a woman that has set her eyes on you, that has dedicated her focus and her life to you, you give that woman the world and then some. She should not have to work, but if she chooses to, that is her right. Okay? As long as y'all respect each other, you love each other, you talk to each other, you communicate, give each other the world. There should be nothing else. Stop complaining. Oh, she don't do this for me, and she... Hey, look, man. You're just a civil servant. That does not make you weak. That makes you stronger than you know. You provide, you protect, you bring home the bacon. Anything beyond that, it's not mandatory, man. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It is what it is. Alright? And you sisters, please, man, be patient with us black men. I understand it's frustrating. Most of you don't even want to go and date another race. I understand. But every time you may come in contact with a black man, maybe you've seen him in the grocery store and you was looking at him, but he just wasn't looking at you. So you just went about your day. Maybe you seen him when you stopped to get something to eat, right? And when he walked up to you, he wasn't gentlemanlike, so it just didn't connect. So you went about your day. We are learning. As men, we are learning. And all it takes is one good scenario with you being in the right place at the right time, and you will meet that one good man that has learned what his purpose is. Keep the faith, keep the willpower, stay strong. I'm gone.
Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up.